All right. Good morning. My name is Odibe Moloku. I'm a gamer and I'm also a security we call me a security specialist. But today I'll be talking about one chance. I would really appreciate if you can listen to this. Now, what is security? Security is the safe in the layman's word, security is the safety of lives and property. But for me, I feel that security has gone beyond that. Security is the safeguarding of life and properties, and it's also the ability and the provision for people to go where they want to go, return when they want to return, without the fear or without the fear or the think or the need of flight that something bad is going to happen. That's what security is. But today I'll be talking about one chance. Now I'll be telling you about what one chance is. I'll be telling you of how to identify scenarios that probably would stage or create the atmosphere for one chance. I'll be telling you what to do, and I'll tell you the ways to prevent it from happening. Or I can also tell you how to minimize your cost of loss when it comes to one chance. Okay, so what is one chance? If we take a sample of 10 persons in Lagos or anywhere in Nigeria, you would see that out of the 10, you take a sample of 8 of them out of the 10 fall under these three categories. Category 1, victims of one chance. Category 2, they have friends and loved ones that have been victims of one chance. Category 3 fall under the category of those who have been called after the one chance has occurred, or after their victims have entered one chance, after their friends or loved ones have entered one chance, or they were called when the victims have entered one chance and the one chance and the gang members had told them call someone close to you to send you money or we will do this or that to you. That is, those are the categories. 8 out of 10 of Nigerians have experienced one chance directly or have been affected by one chance indirectly. What is one chance? Straight to it. One chance is a combination of one, robbery, two, armed robbery, three, kidnap, four, organ trafficking. It's a combination of these four that makes it one chance. One or all four events will happen when a person or persons encounter one chance. I will explain why I said one of the four or all four events will happen. Now, let's take, for example, robbery. Robbery, of course, there's going to be loss of life and property. In this case, there will be loss of property. So that's why I'm calling it robbery in the first place. Now, when a robbery is occurring, or when a robbery is occurring, there's every tendency that the victims of the robbery will be harmed. Now, in one chance, victims are harmed. And it has this particular MO. What's the MO? Use of either sharp weapons or objects. For example, use of knife, they put the knife on the person's neck. In some cases, they take hammer and break the person's kneecaps. In some cases, they use their hand to strangle. In some cases, but they have this particular MO. When all is said and done, they take bam. Sometimes it might be rob. Sometimes, most times, from what I know, most times they use aboniki. They apply aboniki into the eyes of the victims. Also, I forgot to say, I'm also going to be sharing a message to one chance gang members. Let me just say the message so I don't forget. The message is simple. Everything has a time and a season. And your time is not like our normal time. For those of us who make honest livings and we don't steal to make our livings, we all use the wall clock or the phone watch on the phone. But your own time is different. Your time is called the hourglass. That is the time you are living in. Your time is not the time of our clock. Your time is the time of the hourglass. And whether you like it or not, you cannot stop the sand from running. The sand will finish running and your time will be up. And when your time is up, you'll be caught and you'll be killed. If you are not caught and killed, you'll be caught and be jailed forever. That's my message to you. Now, back to where we were. So I had shared with you the combination of what makes one chance one chance. 4 items, 4 ingredients that make one chance one chance. Very quickly, I'll be telling you about how to identify one chance. Now, the major mode of operation for one chance is there is a need for a vehicle. It could be a keke marwa, it could be a bus, it could be a car, it could be korope, it could be yellow bus, it could be any means of transport, okay, that can be used for one chance. Now, I will explain the second element, armed robbery, because when you say armed robbery, that is the use of, you are involving firearms, you are involving maybe guns, local guns on, majorly the local guns, the small pistols and everything. Of course, those are the ones that you see that are majorly used in one chance operations. So I've talked about robbery, I've talked about armed robbery. That is two. Now, the third one, when I say kidnapping, now where you have victims that are not buoyant enough, financially buoyant enough at that point in time, they now graduate from robbery, from one chance robbery to one chance kidnapping. They can now say they are going to kidnap the person. Now, when they kidnap, of course, they are going to demand some heavy amounts of money as ransom. That is option three. Now, option four, when option one, option two, option three does not really work or favor them, then they now switch into the organ trafficking or organ harvesters. Now, when they see that victims are not, they don't have money enough on them, and take note that they don't have any form of mercy on their victims. There's nothing called mercy. If they see a young child, so for those of you who tell your children to find their way to school, a child of 14, 15 are victims of one chance. I can speak from experience. Somebody was coming to visit me early hours of the morning, but he was just 15, I'll be 17 years old. I was in secondary school. He entered a vehicle filled with men and women, and he got to where he was going to. When he got to exactly where he was going to, they robbed him. One chance. A lady put a knife on his neck. A lady put a knife on his neck, collected the phone he had. When he got to my house, he was just shaking. I asked him what happened, and he told me. I knew it was one chance. Now, they switch to organ trafficking. That is the four major ingredients that make one chance. How do you identify a one chance vehicle? The first way is this: they don't have plate numbers. Some of them don't have plate numbers. That's one way you can identify. Vehicle that doesn't have plate numbers is a very suspicious vehicle. Number two, vehicles that when you enter, you are the only passenger there. That's also a one chance vehicle. Vehicles that when you enter the bus and the bus is driving and it's only one passenger that they are picking at every stop, it's a one chance vehicle. Vehicles whereby the driver is always making phone calls to find out where the persons that are joining him are, it's a one chance vehicle. Vehicles where the driver tells you that he assigns to you that you and enforces on you that you must sit at a particular spot, it's a one chance vehicle. Vehicles whereby the driver is trying to insist to know the valuables you carry in your bag on your, for ladies, the valuables that you carry in your handbag and stuff like that. It's a one chance vehicle. Vehicles whereby the driver begins to reject passengers when they're trying to enter and he's insisting that his bus is full when there's nobody inside the bus. It's a one chance vehicle. Vehicles whereby they begin to select the kind of passengers that they pick inside the vehicle. It's a one chance vehicle. Vehicles, and these just not just, of course, not just buses. I've mentioned that they have also graduated into cars, into large cars, and also into buses. Now, what is the probability of a bus being used for one chance? I'll explain to you. Now, if the bus is empty and the driver carefully selects his members into the bus, he's ensuring that wherever he's picking his gang members are places whereby the population of people that are there are not many. So when he's parking the car to pick his passengers, before initially bus drivers, if they are picking passengers, they would come down and start to, except when they have conductors, that the conductor will start shouting for passengers to enter. But if the driver is the one calling the vehicle and the driver is the one inside the vehicle, that vehicle is suspicious. If it's a private car and you enter the car and you are not being allowed to sit at the door and you are being forced to sit in the middle, that vehicle is one chance. If you are entering a vehicle and the people sitting beside you left and right, by the time you start feeling something strong by the side of their stomach, you have entered the wrong vehicle. A vehicle that you're not allowed to wind down it's one chance. A vehicle that the driver is not willing for him to wind down the window for you to breathe, it's one chance you have entered. A vehicle that they tell you that a particular door is not working, that you should use the other door, that vehicle is one chance. So those are the ways you can identify one chance vehicles. One chance vehicles also are vehicles that in some cases they may or they may not have plate numbers. That's also is also one chance vehicles. So I've shared with you ways you can identify one chance vehicles. Now I want to share with you what to do before you enter a vehicle. One is this. When you want to enter a vehicle, snap the plate number and send to people that you know or people that care about you. That's number one. Number two, insist that all doors, check that the door you are entering through can be opened in and out. That is the door you can open from outside, a door that you can open from inside. That's option two. Insist that once you enter inside the vehicle, if they are saying you must sit in the middle, come down from the vehicle. Don't stay. Don't gamble. Don't think about it. Leave that vehicle and find your way. Number four is this. Make sure that you don't go to work alone. Find somebody that goes to the same that goes the same area with you. Stop being quiet and say it's my type of person. It's your type of person that lands yourself inside unnecessary problem. Your type of person will put you into your unnecessary problem. They say a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Somebody who is sick and refuses to talk will die in silence. So okay, where you see somebody that is always going, you at least you see a familiar face that okay, this part. Like for example, now I go when I'm going to work. There's somebody I know that he goes to the island just like I do. Me and him, we have met each other. We don't used to talk before. One day, this guy have been going. We entered the same bus. One day I took up the courage and we spoke. And now today we are friends. In fact, the person he has even joined. He's even a subscriber to my own YouTube channel. You understand? Build relationships. So when you are going to work, you don't go alone. You go together. Ladies, find a responsible man that okay, this particular guy he looks responsible and become. It doesn't mean that you have to date the guy or you have to come to his house. You can call him and say, I'm on my way to work, and you guys will go together. Men, if you have a male friend that you know is responsible, to an extent, you have given yourself security. If you have a male friend that is responsible, you have just given yourself security. And for men, if you have a male friend that is also responsible, you have formed yourself a coalition. What I mean is this. If you are a guy and you are going to enter a vehicle and you have four guys already there in the vehicle, that is you and three other of your friends that entered the vehicle, and maybe what you did was that you picked a private car and successfully, three of you were able to enter that private car successfully, one chance cannot occur. Even if the driver was a one chance driver, he will not be stupid enough to try anything stupid. He will not be that stupid. You know why? Because he already knows that the odds are not in his favor. If he has a gun and he's insisting that he's going to follow a particular way, where he's struggling with one particular guy, the other two guys would have finished him. That's another way you can keep yourself safe. Another way, which is this other way I'm about to mention, may not be too effective, but it's also effective in a way, is this. Arm yourself. When I mean arm yourself, there are tasers, there are pepper sprays that you can afford, you can buy and keep in your bag. But the problem I have with those items is that what if you don't get the opportunity to use them? What I mean is this. When I mean the opportunity to use them, not that you can, what at the point, by the time you start thinking of how you dip your hand inside your bag to bring it out, it might be too late. So sometimes your hands may be faster for you. Your hands may be much faster for you. That's another one I want to mention. So pepper spray, they could be effective, depends on how fast you are able to grab them. If you are not the kind of person that has this so much fear, if you can grab it in the second and you can quickly turn it on and use it at that point in time, it can save your life. Very, very true. So arm yourself. If you can, please do. Arm yourself. Okay? Just please arm yourself. Then another way to keep yourself safe is this. I've talked about plate numbers. I've talked about other things. Is this. When you are snapping the plate number of the vehicle, make sure you delete it from your phone. Let it be on your chat, but let it not stay on your phone. So by the time they are searching your phone, they will not see that you have already snapped plate number. So by the time they start searching your phone, of course, investigations have been ongoing. The plate number will start being tracked. When anybody sees the plate number, they will alert people around. The guys will be caught and they will be fully dealt with or without the law. That's another one. Now, how to keep yourself safe. One, I know you want to enjoy your life. You have worked so hard. Please buy another phone. If you are using a big Android phone to watch my video, or you are using your laptop to watch, please buy another phone. Those I did not tell you. Buy another phone. Buy a smaller Android phone that is not so expensive. The ones that have all your banking apps and your mobile apps, drop them in the house. Leave that one at home. The money you need, carry that one. Sometimes you might need extra money. Maybe you can have another account that is not so well funded. Maybe the highest amount of money that is there in that account, maybe 10 to 15,000 that you can gamble with. Go ahead. Depending on your financial strength, just go ahead and carry that one. But the one that has your house rent inside it, that you want to pay Mama Alaja tomorrow, leave that one in your house. You cannot work so hard and save so much, and somebody will just come in one sweep and clear everything. That's another thing I want to mention to you. So do that. Buy another phone. The one that has your major bank account, leave it in the house. The one that has little amount on your account, take that one with you. Another one is this. Your major valuables that you know you cannot easily replace, leave them in the house. Number 3, if the odds are not in your favor, don't fight the people in the vehicle. Don't even dare it, because it's suicidal. We all want you to get home safe. I love that everybody watching this video will get to their houses safe and sound. I hope that everybody watching this video, I pray that I see you in 2025. I hope that everybody watching this video and go to subscribe and share. Even those that don't subscribe and share. Though I want you to be alive. I want you to enjoy life. God's plan is that you all enjoy life. That is the prayer of God for everybody, that you all enjoy life. But even when you want to enjoy life, please be safe. You want to come out early hours of the morning, don't go alone. At least make sure that you are like a group that are all going together, so that you have kept yourself safe. Okay, if you are sitting in front and you are, and then the one chance activity starts happening, if you are in the front with the driver, struggle the steering with the driver, crash the car. The only thing you might experience as you that is sitting in front might be just be airbag wound. But when you crash the car, what happens? The guys at the back are not having seat belts. They will hit their head in front of your own seat or in front of the driver's seat, causing serious damage. You only experience the shock of the airbag for 3 minutes. Once it's 3 minutes, you come out of the vehicle, slam the door, and just go to the nearest place you can access care. Okay? Meanwhile, those guys will have lost their car, and many of them will sustain some very serious injuries. But to an extent, you have kept your life and your property a bit safe. And also take note that your safety is your responsibility. So say it after me. Say, my safety is my responsibility. So you have a decision to make yourself safe. Oh, I want to get to my place of work early. Oh, I don't want to run late. I don't want HR to query me. It is true. It's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. But in all these things, keep yourself safe. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself safe. I believe that in a way, I've summarized how to keep yourself safe, how to be okay, and to keep yourself sound in an event where you have one chance. I've also explained to you what one chance is. You guys should have a great day and be safe out there.